All right. So we're here with Chloe. Today it's May 26th. And so I just finished up a Reiki session with Chloe. So let's see, where do I want to start? So, I think that you might want to try lamb if you haven't already.
Okay.
Like
Meat lamb, real lamb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't do. What I see is actual meat, like
cooked meat.
Yeah, like cooked meat, but almost like shredded, as though it was like a steak of meat. You know, like a cut of meat, not like hamburgery ground.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That you may try that. So that came up.
Try anything.
And then the other thing that came up too was eggs, scrambled eggs.
Oh, because I cook her them and she don't want them.
She doesn't. Okay.
Well, I mean, I try, and then it's at least I can eat the eggs.
Yeah. No, that's
so
true.
I can try again.
Yeah,
I can get fresh eggs tomorrow at Weight Watchers. We have a girl that has a farm, and I can get some fresh eggs for her and try that again.
Now lamb came in stronger than eggs. I went leg. See, I went lamb and eggs.
I know. I was like, oh, I don't want to do anything with legs.
Yeah. So lamb was pretty clear.
Okay.
So that might be something.
I've not tried that. Yeah, because I don't eat meat. Yeah. So the meat stuff gets a little out of my realm, where I try to do the best that I can and figure out what do I, so when people tell me to try things, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So you could get just a little, I'm not a lamb eater myself. I've tried it a couple of times, and it is a little gamier. Okay. And so maybe that's why. Okay. But I'm not sure. So I would just do a cut of meat, not overcook it, and then let her have. You could cook up some rice. Okay. And then you could maybe mix that together, or try it separate. I would try it separate, and then you can,
Yeah,
I'm sure you're getting
the
good.
Separate thing, yeah.
I'm sure you're getting good at disguising things in different forms and whatever. But so you might try that. But the important thing is the drippings in the pan might be good too. Okay. Yeah. Those might be extra yummy. Yep. Anytime you cook anything, but so I don't pick anything up in her throat.
Okay.
I don't. Now, I don't diagnose and whatever. Right. It could just be that I'm not seeing it. Right. But,
and it is something that she's kind of done. Yeah.
Yeah. So I for whatever reason, I really don't get anything there. Energetically, I get all around second chakra is where we're looking here. All within that. So how it comes through though is I had to chuckle. That's why I asked who's in the house, because what came to me was, oh, I have 3 legs. There's 3 of us. It was like a common thing, right? So it was 3 and 3. Oh, okay. So I thought that was interesting. So she's just very into life. She's so into life. Her body isn't even a thought to her. It's just like whatever she has to do to stay. It comes through pretty strong. She's just going to drag this body around until she just cannot do it. Because that's how much she wants to be here, be with you. So I inquired about pain. This was very interesting. And she will not say, because that might sway you. And she'd rather be secretive about things, because she just, everything's fine. Yeah. I can go. It's very much like that.
It's a trait for this breed.
Oh, is it? Yes. What kind is she?
She's an American Pit Bull Terrier, but she has boxer tendencies. The litter was Pit Bulls, but the mom was a Pit Bull, but there could be different fathers. Yeah. She's always kind of had a little boxer tendencies, always used her paws and just, some things, but she is the one that is so in tune to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I watch how I am because she reads me like a book.
You're right.
I can't be upset.
I feel like, too, that, it would be like leaving, if she were to pass on, then it would be not right. It would be like breaking a contract is how it comes through. So she does not want to do that at all. So, so whenever that happens, it might be good to kind of keep that in mind, that she's gonna not want to tell you.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that might fall more onto you. But she will go until she cannot go anymore. So determined.
Like her brother.
And so just loving life. She's, comes through. She's had just such a good.
I'm glad that you get that, because I know people, like when I decided to amputate, I even had some of my family, they were like, Chris, is this right? It's a lot of money, and money's never an object with me.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
I will do whatever I have to do to make sure she gets whatever she needs. And, but then when they knew, it was my parents, and they know how much I love my dogs, because Jake was 18, but they knew, they were like, when they saw her after her surgery, and she got up and went to say hi to my dad, like, they knew. And, like, they actually, before the surgery, said, we're sorry. I know you are going to do what you need to do, and we do support you, because they knew I didn't feel their love and support. I mean, I felt their love, but
right, but maybe
I didn't feel
questioning and
because the expense, and I'm like, don't even get there, and was it, and I'm like, I'm doing this, So then they said, we support you, and then when they saw her, they were just like, she's like a little miracle, like, because she's old,
Yeah. Well, and that she's not gonna, she does not care.
I know.
And to us it would be, oh, my leg. She's like, I don't care.
I know.
Whatever.
And right after surgery, because Veronica had to watch her for me, I had to go to a meeting, and Veronica had to watch her, and Veronica was like, she wouldn't let you put the harness thing underneath her. Every time Vernon would put it under her, Chloe would like plop down. Then Veronica would sit down, and then Chloe would get up, and Veronica would go to help her, because, she just recently had the surgery. So she was like, she's texting me, she's like, damn it. And she's like, she won't let me use the heart. And I'm like, yeah, no, she's done with that thing. Yeah. So she did not want, just like the stroller. Sunday morning, she'll allow me to push her in the stroller. It's a baby stroller I made for her. And, I mean, it's a real stroller, but I cut out some stuff and made it for her. And she likes Sunday mornings. But, like, if I were to take her into town in that, no. She jumps out. She I don't need this. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but. She doesn't care about pretty at all. She just.
But she
does
pretty.
Not care. Does not care. So. Let's see here.
Up. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you goes. You're doing pretty. You are pretty.
Oh, this was so funny because. So I'm working with her, and all of a sudden, that Cher song pops in my mind. If I could turn back time. And I don't really even know the lyrics to it or something. But that just came right in. It's like, if I could turn back time, and it's like, oh, I know. Because, in her brain, she's so different than her body.
Yeah.
Very neat. I mean, she's just such a neat girl. When I talked to her about the pain, she won't say anything about that. And then the other thing I feel like, too, is that you might consider is just see how the summer goes with her. Try with the food.
Yeah.
All you can do is the best you can.
Is the pred okay, do you know? The prednisone? Does that affect... I mean, like, I know she's not throwing up, really,
I would... It's hard for me to say, because that's kind of a medical thing.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, if she was my dog, I would kind of listen to the vet and weigh it as far as, you know, I would try to do the lowest dose that you can, of course. But I wouldn't have a problem with it, because I think that
as soon as I take her off, she starts throwing up bile.
Yeah. And so I think that the benefit may be outweighing anything else.
Yeah.
The other thing is, if she's not doing the hydrotherapy right now, it may help her as far as the weight goes, because that's a lot of energy for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of...
I didn't think of that. I mean, we let her cheat a little bit in there, you know. It was just her back legs walking for the most part, and, you know, but it just, I don't think it was... I don't think she wanted
really
it
tiring.
anymore. Yeah.
Because when you talk about it, when I picture it and go to her, it's just like
it's just
a
too
whole
much.
lot of expenditure.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I feel horrible because she shakes.
Oh.
She got no body fat.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I don't think she does want that either.
Okay.
It's like, when she can do this, why does she want to go do that?
Well, and then when we can go out in the grass and go visit with Frida, and
I mean, that's fun.
I have the hot tub in the basement that I bought for her, so I need to just start doing that and letting her soak, you know.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, but and then that just seems so much better feeling to me. So I would try the stuff with the food. Also, though, don't be too about it. Don't be
I'm
too...
not really anymore.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I just take everything with a grain of salt.
Good.
Whatever happens, I just try... A lot of my time is spent trying to get her to eat food. So when she's now eating this crappy food and eats the whole can, I'm like, wow, I actually have some time. I can relax.
Wow. Yeah.
You know?
Because it's like,
it's like an hour.
Solved a little bit.
Like,
you know?
well, going to visit Frida, that could be 30 minutes or, you know, could be a little more, you know, and walking PJ, and then coming back and trying to get her to eat and trying different things, and then just sitting with her. It can be like a good hour or so that I'm with her. And so by time, sometimes, like when we have therapy and going to Dexter to do that, I'm not getting home till after 8, you know, or so. And like, I work at 7 in the morning. I leave my house at 6. So, okay. I thought it stopped it.
Yeah, I did too. But...
Sometimes it stops it. When text messages come in, it stops it.
Okay.
That I know.
Yeah. So it sounds good, though. So just be relaxed about it. And you know what? If you try it for 15 minutes or whatever, just put it away. I mean...
The food, I do. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
you know, but...
I mean, she's given her answer. And, you know, the other thing, too, is, you know, on some level, she has to decide, you know, that I want to be here, the body's giving me trouble, her best bet is to eat, you know, that's...
Do you sense anything, like her belly is upset and that's why she really doesn't want to eat? Do you get any, or does she say?
The word that comes to me when I come through here to about here is dysfunction.
Okay.
That's what I get, is just dysfunction. How it is like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not working the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
It's the energy just dips down here. And then that's the word for it, is dysfunction. It is just not functioning properly. What that is, again, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so what I was going to say with that is, just give her some time. And, you know, if you're ready in a few months, maybe, to have the picture done. To look, you know, if she's still having troubles at that point, if you're still having issues, you know, you may kind of put that in the back of your mind that maybe give it a few months and see if you're ready to look. But, and then that can help inform you.
Yeah.
Because really, guessing is hard. Or not knowing is hard.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother kind of worry and wonder. So at least if you do know something, you know, it may not be
what I want to know.
What you want to know, but in the long run, it may help her because she's not going to tell you a damn thing. She is just going to...
Like, Jake held out to his 18th birthday, held out for the last tailgate for me. And we went for, I knew, we had the talk, though. Every time we would have the talk, because he lost the use of his back legs. And believe it or not, through therapy and acupuncture and everything that we did, he would kind of sort of, be able to stand and walk a little, like, it'd be crazy because we never expected that at all.
Yeah.
And he waited until her and I we had the talk, and I knew it was time, because he would always look away before. But we had the talk. And it was after the last tailgate, and he didn't really want to eat. And I just knew. And so we left on a Sunday for a little 20-minute walk. And that's when he chose to pass.
Oh,
it was
wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
Everything he did for me in the end, That's how I see her.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It is very much like that. That she knows and feels what you guys are like this,
yes.
and for her to, that's just unthinkable to her.
Yeah, and
just unthinkable.
And that's exactly how I feel. When we did our rally and our Zoom trials, the judges would be like, "Wow, her connection with you, just how she watched me." And and it's not like she was the super great. She's slow pokey, This was before that, but she just was, she loved it because it was something that we did, and so she, they saw that, they saw how the connection was, and so there you go, lay down.
Oh yeah, so she's it's like when you do that, whatever it is as a kid, and you have to say uncle or mercy or whatever to stop.
Yeah.
It's like, not gonna be me.
Yeah.
Not gonna be me. Not gonna throw in the towel. So
she's my baby.
Do you have any other questions? Oh, acupuncture. So let's see about that. I think that's
needles.
I think that's a worthy thing to try.
Yeah. And they said that, like, Dr. Linda Mood, who will be local, we won't have to go in the car for 40 minutes and stuff. She does have a laser acupuncture.
Oh.
So on, like, certain spots that may be where she's not going to want needles, like she may not know back here, but we could do the laser. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Because I think that it could.
It did great for Jake.
Yeah, I think that could be a good thing.
Okay.
So
that's our next.
I definitely think that would be better than the hydrotherapy.
I canceled the hydro just because, again, it just wasn't working. I could just tell her heart wasn't in it.
Yeah.
And she was doing it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't a big girl. Ain't a big girl.
Yeah.
Huh.
What a good girl she is.
She is.
Yeah.
She's a very good girl.
Is there anything else you can think of?
I don't think so. Like, because her and PJ, I know she likes PJ. She loves PJ, and PJ's just, she's such a trooper when he comes flying by and, like,
Yeah.
wobbling. And, it's just really, again, the pain thing, which, I kind of figured she wasn't going to share that.
No.
And just hoping that she'll eat, like, seeing her eat makes me happy.
Right.
So maybe if you know that, you'll eat for me. Huh.
Yeah. And eating gets you to stay longer.
Yeah.
Really.
I know.
You stay longer when you eat.
Anything about, we have a big trip next week. She is going to be a bridesmaid in a wedding.
Oh my goodness.
For two doggies, 2 chihuahuas are getting married. It's a fundraiser. It's for the Live Like Rue Foundation, which has been financially supporting the hydrotherapy and supporting us since her surgery.
Wow.
And they're like amazing. And so we are making a road trip to Chicago. I have a beautiful dress I made. I'm finishing it up. I'll show you before you leave quick because it's on the counter. And she has her Facebook page, and everybody voted on the dresses, and they picked this one, and then I'm trying to make it. And so she is going to be a bridesmaid. And we did the ice cream social in Brighton, and there was lots of dogs, and she was great. Not that she is bad with dogs, because she was always a foster, like we always fostered. But, I I'm hoping she'll be okay. You know, I'm sure because she loves being with me, and she does love being Darren. My friend Darren will be there, and a bunch of people. And you know, she cares more about the people than the dogs. I sense.
I think that's very true, because I think that so as you say that, I think that this is kind of funny, but dogs are so beneath her as far as like how they think.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, oh, she's of a higher level.
Like she wants to say hi to them and see them, but then she cares more about, you know, like if you brought your dog, she'd be like hi to the dog, but then she'd be more about you.
Oh, yes. Well, because that's proper doggy etiquette, and that's what's expected, I would say. But they don't hold her interest because she has higher intellect.
You smarty pants.
So that's easy peasy stuff to you. You're like, yeah, whatever. Go do your dog stuff. I got this other stuff that I'm more interested in.
Oh, yeah. And so is she cool with me, you know, because they've been wearing, her and Jake wearing costumes and clothes and things.
If you want her to. Because when you first mentioned the wedding, the first thing I got was, oh God, am I going to have to wear a tutu?
Oh, no, it's not a tutu, it's a dress.
And but what it comes through as is, well, if it makes you happy, she'll do it. Because that's what drives her.
Right. Yeah, Mama dresses you out. Like when we go to walk to Frida, we try to do, because it's the same walk every time. It's the same thing, but people still love following her. I change bandanas. I put different collars on. I throw like a little dress I got on her for like on sale for like $2 or something, you know. And I'm like, sorry, Chloe, but we gotta change it up some.
Yeah.
Keep your fans entertained, huh? Yeah. But she's got over 500 followers, and
Where is that on Instagram?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Creating Memories with Chloe.
Oh, I'll have to look that up.
These people have been a great support for us, and they love her.
Yeah.
And they are always, they don't care that the video is the same video every day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty much the same, you know.
Well, and I have to say, you know that they love you, too.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I do feel that. Yeah. And they just want, you know, they see the bond. They love the bond with Frida. Love the bond with Frida. You know, because she does have this special bond with Frida. You love your Frida. Yes. She's second grandma to you. Huh.
Yeah.
But I think that's, you know, I just want her to be happy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's having a fun, she said, a blast is the word that came. But she's having a grand old time, and just, it's like life's a party.
He's a good girl.
Good. But yeah, she's going to take every cue from you. You know, just like what you had said about the training and all of that.
Yeah.
So if you're on board, she's on board.
Yeah, I kind of get that from her. Yeah. Don't I? You's a good girl. Huh. You a good girl. Yeah. Oh, one thing. Mm-hmm. Do you sense Jake?
Oh. Where's a picture of him? Is that him?
Oh, yeah. Look how different she looks. She was big girl.
Yeah, look at that.
I know, right? I love her little birthmark with her heart.
Oh.
It's like a heart over her heart. Yeah, that's my Jake. That's my boy.
So
I don't feel him, but I know because I always want to feel him really hard. But I know sometimes I feel he's here because I see her looking up, and or she'll bark sometimes, and I'm like, I just sense that he's got to be here with us.
Yeah, I think that, let me tune in here. It seems like he would come when it's really quiet.
I see that too.
Yeah, he would come when it's really quiet, and very softly. He would do that. it seems like maybe late at night or in the wee hours of the morning. But it's very much in the background. It's not, and maybe this is how he was, I don't know, but it's not as though he's like, ta-da!
Right.
You know, it's
Right.
just very subtle.
Yep.
And then generally what I've seen is when dogs in families, when one dog is crossed and then the other dog is beginning to consider, then you'll notice more.
That's what I was
you'll
wondering.
Think that he'll be around more.
That's kind of what I was wondering. If he's like, at least just helping her, like, you know, I don't know. If he was just like helping her. Not helping her there.
Right.
But I mean, like, just, you know, Chloe, it's okay,
Support,
you know, or support. Yeah, like for living here.
Right. And then something else dogs will do prior to them crossing a lot of times is they'll actually spend more time out of their body. And so the sleeping, but they'll actually be in the other realm, playing and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So she'll go visit him.
I see that. I when my boyfriend passed, he gave me Jake. It came out to be a suicide, is what they say. Now, when I saw my medium or, you know, psychic, whatever, you know, like, I really think, I do feel like it was more of an accident just by the things that were, granted, was he depressed? Yes, because I wasn't with him. I broke up, you know, all that. But why did I bring that up?
Visiting the other side.
Oh, I after his death, like, I was really, really distraught. Like, Carrie's, like, I was never sleeping. I was always in between planes, is what she said, you know, like, like, I just, and I wonder if I still feel like I don't remember dreams. You know, I don't remember things, you know, and I'm not that person that can concentrate very well. You know, like, I just got too much in my head. And, but yeah, she said, you are always on a different plane, you know, and not there actually sleeping. You know?
Right, yeah.
She's like, you've got things to do. And so but I just never could really feel Jake, you know, and that always kind of bothered me.
Yeah.
But I think it's because, I don't know if it's his decision just to not, like, let me, because maybe I hold on too much.
Well, I don't get that. I just get that he's got such a subtle energy that even for you, it would be hard to pick up.
Yeah.
Now, do you go visit him at night?
I have
Probably.
Yeah, and I have I know I don't feel any of that. There was one time I remember a vivid dream I had, and he was in it.
Right.
And he was leading me somewhere. It was weird, and I don't remember my dreams.
Yeah.
And he was leading me, and then he kind of like fell in this water, and I remember trying to jump in and get him. I think he got out, and then I was like just like after him.
Right.
It was weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of times the work we do while we're sleeping, we don't remember.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of designed like that because we have to be present here too.
Yeah.
And if we knew all the stuff going on,
I know
that we wouldn't. We'd be like, well, I want to do that more.
Yeah.
And
right.
you know, it doesn't serve our purpose here if we did that. So, you know, there's a lot we don't know, but I do think he's around. I just think it's very subtle.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and I could see that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'll catch him around sometimes.
Yeah,
she'll see him.
She'll be able to feel him more than you, but also it comes through that the feeling of him being present. You know how it is, like if you're in a house and somebody's in the other room, you know, you feel that. You don't have to see them,
right?
But you know that they're there.
Yeah.
And that's how it comes through more.
Okay.
So she may see him, but I think it's much more often that she feels his presence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were close. They were very, very close. Because I got her at 8 weeks of age, and Jake was 8 years old. And they were like 2 peas in a pod. So cute.
Yeah, I bet.
Huh. Because she was my first foster. Huh.
Wonderful.
My first foster and my failure. Yeah, she's special.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Wonderful. Well,
cool. Well,
that about wraps it up.
Okay, awesome.